Hey, Key, in this Key Creator Studio, Master Drawing Japan. Okay, I'm going to do one more correction of my student's drawing here because I wanted to point something out. And it was kind of like glaring to me, right? And this is like a common problem that a lot of beginners have, okay? So I'm going to focus on this one, this drawing here, okay? So there are a lot of problems with this one, okay? Nice try, but a lot of problems we have going on in here. Um, Now the biggest problem, again, I say is like is an understanding of like volume, also and like perspective as well. Okay, I know it takes a little bit of time, like to like get an understanding of it, but and also like anatomy is also another problem. Okay, and my students should know better because these breasts are a little bit ridiculous here. Okay, and I'll show you like how we can work that out. Okay, all right. So let me I'm gonna make it this a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger. There we go. All right, because I want everything to be clear. Okay, so I'm gonna ghost this down a little bit. Okay, so how do we start? Okay. Again, no matter what, I always think about like what is the gesture? What is the overall gesture, right? And you have a woman sitting in a sexy pose. Okay. So basically the basic gesture is this, right? You have I'm gonna assume the head is okay, like looking up like this. Okay. And then you have the neck, and then you have the chest coming out, and then this is coming down to here like that. All right. You have leg coming out here and then a leg coming out like that, and then that's going back like this. And I guess you have arm coming down like this, arm coming down like that. All right, so that's the overall the basic gesture. Okay. um the thing we want to make clear is like, okay, like what are the proper volumes, right? Actually, I'm gonna go this down even more because the background is still a little bit distracting. Okay. So like, what are the basic overall volumes? All right. So we have our gesture, right, guys? Right. That's what we want. That's the story that we're trying to tell here. Okay. Not too much detail, or anything like that. So you have the rib cage again. The rib cage is coming out like this, especially for women. This is kind of small, and then you have the pelvis down here. Okay, which I want to put as just as a large volume. Okay. Now, like how to understand like what the pelvis is. Okay. The pelvis is basically like this kind of box shape that you have here. That's one way of thinking of it. It's not the only way, but it's a popular way. Okay. Another way also thinking of it is also it's kind of like a bowl in a way, right? And there's a leg, um, like like going back. I'll put this one back, and I put this one forward so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So you can think of it like a bowl, um, but basically you want to understand it as a three-dimensional kind of form. Okay, that is consistent. Okay, you got to make it consistent. All right, you got to be consistent. All right. So um, basically we have kind of like a box down here like this, right? And do not get like wrapped up in like things being so exact in the beginning. You want things like to be loose and like just get like the general idea and general feel in the beginning, okay? So here's the top part of her leg, and I'm gonna assume like this one is coming out at us like that, like so, okay? All right, then other landmarks here, but pit of the neck, clavicle, okay, shoulder. All right, this is coming out. If my pelvis is here like this, then that means rib cage has got to be like that. Okay, you got this kind of relationship. Okay. All right, these arms. You know what? Okay, fine. The arms coming out, shoulder. Okay, forearm coming like that. Forearm coming out like that. Okay. All right. Again, I'm doing everything just rough because I just want to get the basic idea down first. Okay, we'll get into specifics in a moment. The rib cage, top of the rib cage with the opening with the neck is very small. So that's the neck. When you start it, it should be like no bigger than that. Okay, do not start your necks like this. Don't do that. Okay, you know, think about like what is holding it, and basically you have this. It's really small, really. You know, at least it starts off small. You know, so even if it was like a male, or if it was like a bodybuilder, someone like that, you know, you can build a muscle on top of it, but don't start like with a big volume. You know, okay. All right, and in terms of the head, okay, I'm gonna put the head kind of like this for now. Okay, ear. Okay, now in terms of like the breasts, okay, guys. All right, boys in high school, when they're trying to like they want to draw girls and things like that, what they'll do is like, you know, they'll just like put like two big circles like this, okay? And now that might be fun for a cartoon or something like this, but you know, breasts don't well, natural breasts don't really work like that, okay? Even if the breasts are very large, you know, you want to try to, you know, create somewhat of a small sense of believability, okay? So one thing you want to remember is when you draw the breasts, okay, the breasts are always they're sitting on top of like the chest muscle, okay? So the chest muscle basically is here like that, right? Inserting into the humerus, like, like here, like this, right? So that's the muscle, okay? That's the muscle. I'm not drawing the breast. You know, if she was a little bit stronger, you know, this muscle might be coming out a little bit more, right? But that is like what the breast sits on top of, okay? Now, if this is like a pinup drawing or something like that, it's fine if you want to like draw breasts, you know, that are kind of, you know, ideal or something like that. So if you're gonna do that, you know, again, you want to think if it starts off on the muscle of the chest, it's not gonna be up here, right? The breasts are not gonna be up here, right? You know, the breasts they're gonna start here and they're gonna fall out. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, they're gonna fall away down here like this. They're gonna fall away down here like that. So you see how low they are, you know, and even these are very ideal looking kind of breasts. I'm talking about here, right? Um, so, 1 second. March down, and delete that, and march down. Okay. So, hope you guys can see that clearly. Okay. So the breasts would be down there like that. Okay. All right. So breasts, natural breasts, um, even if they're ideal and big, they should be like falling away, and they should feel heavy, right? Even if you want to do like ideal breasts, you want them to have like a sense of like weight to them. Okay. All right. So that being said, the other parts. You know what? I'm gonna do something really not good. What I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna, just so you have something to connect to. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give her a face, actually, which I should not do at this stage. I really should not do that because that's not important. So what I want to get around is really, it's like the whole pose, right? Not really like labor on silly things, um, um, like the features of the face. Um, that's a garnish, actually. But for you guys, I'll do something um, a little bit different. Okay. And just so that you'll have something to um, identify with, at least in terms of the other part of the sorry, in terms of a personality or something like that. So, and mouth, okay, eyebrows, okay, uh, chin, okay, here. What do I do with these? Okay, let me. Okay. Okay. Ma. uh, it's pretty, it's better like not to get like wrapped up on, things like the features of the face, because um, that's really like the least most important thing, for you guys like to be focusing on, at this point. Let me see what I can do with this mouth. I can make this mouth a little bit more appealing. Okay. Make this chin a little bit better. Nose, eyebrows. Okay, what I'm gonna do with this hair? What kind of hair? Okay. When in doubt, just keep it simple. Okay. Oops. Actually, I'll make it even more simple. Actually, I'm just gonna drop that down, and I'm gonna drop that down. temptation to noodle. Okay. And kind of like that. Sorry, this is a kind of a cartoonish looking looking female, but I just want you guys to get the basic idea. Okay, so okay, all right. I think that's good enough. Okay, all right. So we got our breasts here, right? Okay. I am gonna put some clothes on her. You know what? I'll make it low cut to keep it fun for you. Okay. All right. So rib cage is here. So you have like this scrunching of the lower part of her pelvis. Arm is coming out. Hand is here. Hand is there. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. And something I did not take into account, which is maybe a little bit important, which is her legs. That's maybe a little bit important for you guys. So let me take care of that. And all these girls have the same kind of look. They all look, they belong to some animated movie or something. Too many comic books for me. Too much animation for me. Okay, there's a condyle. There's the patella. The kneeling point is here, actually, like that. Goes like that. And you have that going like this and that going like that. Okay. There's a little bit of same thing here. I'll bring this out. Okay. There's the condyle, there's patella, and then kneeling point is here. And then, yeah, you get this coming out, this coming in like that. Okay. So hands, I'm not making a big deal. Just want to get the basic gesture. And thumb, finger, finger. And I'll put the hand like this, a little bit opposite, just to make it interesting. Okay, there we go. All right, I think we're pretty much done here. Okay. Do a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. Yeah. Leave it. Oops. See? That's a problem start. That's a problem start. Okay, so This is very rough, but I think you guys got the basic idea here, right? Which is it's so cartoonish. We get rid of too much of that. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I guess I'll just make this a little bit clear for you guys. I'll put that, erase that. Make that a little more clear for you. Erase that. Okay. All right. All right. I think you guys get the basic idea here, right? Okay. So I have my rhythms. I have my volumes, right? Of course, I have my gesture. My gesture is clear, okay? Anatomy, okay? Yeah, what did I just do just now? Get rid of that. And keep this simple. That's fine. That's just fine the way it is, actually. Okay. So we went from where are we? Sorry, merge down, merge down, merge down, merge down, merge down, merge down, merge down. Okay, so we went from all right, so we went from this, right? That's basically what we had. We went from that, okay, to that, okay? All right. So again, you know, what makes this workable, okay? Basic things like, you know, getting the gesture down. You want to block it out as clearly as possible for yourself in the beginning. You know, make sure you're aware of like where the weight should be. Okay. Know your anatomy. Okay. You know, do not try to make up your anatomy as you're going along. You know, you're gonna lose every time. Okay. Tell you from experience. Okay. You just can't like just make it up. All right. If you're uncertain about like what the anatomy is on the figure, you know, go research it. Go check it. You know, but do not make it up. Do not make it up because you know you're gonna be, yeah, you'll be pretty much putting yourself into a hole if you do that. Okay. All right, I think it's enough for now. Okay, I'll be back later with another video. All right, see you later. Bye bye.